What's up, real world? Twisted. Hope everybody's good. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. What we're going to do today, I think we're going to wrap up our magnetic dust effects on life test. If you've watched the other parts, if you haven't, go back and check them out because this stuff is disturbing and it's alarming. And what we are doing is testing dust falling from our air, from our skies, that we've tested a few different ways, and we found that it's magnetic. We found that it melts and then becomes more magnetic, and we decided to test its effects on life. So what we did, we put some flowers, identical flowers, in clean water, and then clean water with some of this dust added. And just a little recap for anybody that hasn't seen it, and if you haven't, if you're new to all of this, make sure you go back and watch the magnetic dust videos, all of them, the test videos, and you'll catch up on all of this. I showed you just a couple days ago the results so far on these flowers, and it's dramatic. Even from the last time we looked at it, it's a wrap. I don't think this test can really go any further, and I'm going to show you why in just a second, and then we'll discuss it briefly. This is just going to be a quick video. If anybody has any ideas that you want to go further with this particular thing that we're doing right here, drop it in the comments, let me know. Always up to suggestions. That's how we come up with lots of our ideas. We put our minds together. But this dust has been in water for 8 days with plant life in it, right next to an identical plant in the same amount of water with just clean water. So let's go check it out. We'll come back and briefly discuss. All right, we're going to do it outside so I can show you. So you can look at this stuff under natural light. These are the blank water. I'll show you these again one more time. But here we go. This is the flower with just clean water. Where's the date? Obviously I messed up and had to scribble it as I made that video. 4/7/23. Let's look at this flower. This is the one that just went into clean water. Let's look at it all around. It's looking pretty good. It's looking much like the day that I put it in there 8 days ago on the 7th. Today being the 15th, like I mentioned. So this is still nice and firm. The stem is firm. Looks for the most part healthy. We're getting a good look at it under natural light today instead of inside, because it's the first day in over a week that we haven't had gray blocked out skies. So that's the natural one. Let's get in here to my science box. Here is, I just set this in here just a minute ago. That's not where it's been kept. I just put it in there so the wind wouldn't blow it away. Here is the identical flower that we put in at the same time, also on 4/7/23. I know that it's a, wait, that is a 7, right? Yeah, it is a 7. I messed up on that date too, but we did it at the same time. Side by side. What do you think? You think you notice a difference here? I don't know. Does one of these look different to you? I'm not sure. Let's look at it closely. I don't know. Freshwater, magnetic dust water. I don't know. I'm having a hard time being able to tell. What do you think? Share your comments. Do you see anything? Yeah, obviously sarcasm. Let's have a closer look at this one. Oh, geez, it's just falling apart. Wow, I didn't expect that. All right, hold on. I haven't taken this out, but you can see how much water is left in that thing. I didn't expect it to just, geez, fall apart like that. So we might, oh, wow. Did not expect that. It has just turned to nothing. I am so glad I didn't attempt to pick this up until I started recording, because I didn't expect that. I expected to still be able to pick it up. And if you remember, it was just like 2 days ago that I did pick this up and show it to you. Wow. But if you can see in there, the water, or the magnetic sludge, I guess what it's become, is pretty much dried up. Look at this thing. That is terrible. This is why I like showing you everything as I do it, because had I messed with this on my own, I'm like, hey, let me just check it out and see what it looks like, I would have come back after showing you a whole flower and then just show you a cup full of mess. So I'm so glad that we got to see that together. That is just disturbing. That's disturbing. And let's see, you can see in there, see just blackened mess in there. So, wow, quite an effect on life, if you'd ask me. So again, this is a flower, identical flowers that were placed in the water at the same exact time. This one fresh water, this one with dust that is magnetic, collected from the air that we're breathing. Same amount of water, same amount of time. Flowers came from the same place. They were identical. You saw the whole process. This is the result. That's disturbing, if you ask me. That's disturbing. Now let's look at the water. The other ones that we, from the other tests the other day, 2 different samples, looked so much different. Here's what they look like up close under natural light. And this one, now this is from the same sample that we used in here, that we saw that result in the microwave with, whatever that was. This was a different sample collected on a different day that also is magnetic, but didn't have that microwave effect that we saw. Again, if you haven't seen all these videos, go back and watch them, so all of this will make sense to you. But damn it, this is disturbing. But anyway, this is the one that was in here. Let's switch them around so it's less confusing. This obviously was just clean water. Nothing was added to that. This came from the exact same sample that I got the dust from, that I put in that flower, which came from here. So that was collected on 4/7. So that same sample was put in. Oh yeah, that's right. That's a sample I collected that day to do that. And that's the one that I put in here. And that's also the one I ended up using in here. This one came from one of these other ones. I don't remember which one. So share your thoughts. Let me know what you think. But to me, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe we're all crazy. But to me, this is effing disturbing. WTF. This flower continues to seemingly thrive, both at the same time. This one just received an additive that we are receiving in the air that we're breathing. That disturbs me. Let me know what you think. So that's why it's a wrap, because there's really nothing left. Like you saw there, it's absorbed everything, and it's blackened it, and you know, the water's almost gone. So I don't know. I didn't know if I should add more water or just leave it at that, because we've seen that result now. And honestly, as I make this video right now, I'm still not even quite sure what I'm going to do with it. I'm not going to toss it or anything. And I'll continue to leave that other water in the other flower in the clean water a little bit longer. And we'll check back in on that just to show the example. How long would that flower have lasted had it not been exposed to the magnetic dust that you and I and our kids and animals and everybody else are also exposed to? This is disturbing stuff, if you ask me, and I think a lot of you agree. We'll obviously continue to do more tests with this. Unfortunately, we'll collect more of this dust, because this wasn't a one-time thing. I've collected it, I don't know, 5 different times now. It's kind of tedious to do. You know, I got to scrape up a little tiny bit at a time, so it takes a little bit of work to get any amount that's even worth testing. But every single sample, as you've seen, that we've collected on different days from different places, have all been magnetic. And it's definitely not pollen. It's not brake dust or anything else. If you've not seen all the other videos, this dust has been collected from freshly detailed vehicles, like detailed the night before, that had not driven, remained in place, not near any dusty industrial area or whatever, anything like that. So that's that. And if you ask me, that's disturbing. In just over a week, that dust absolutely destroyed that flower, while the other one continued to live, and it still does. And it looks almost just like the day I clipped it and put it in there. And it looks like it's still got plenty of life left in it. So that's indicating to me, let me know what you think, but it's indicating to me that that stuff up there is having a negative effect on life. And think about that. And let me know if you think that's as disturbing as I think it is. So, anyway, share your thoughts. I appreciate you. Twisted Luck Truth. I'll see you soon.